Hey, it's Glenn, and I've got another encounter story for you. This time not from here in Fremont County, but from Louisiana. I actually met this gentleman while he was working at the hardware store here in Florence. He has since moved back. But he told me a pretty curious story, pretty interesting story about a time when he was exploring out in the swamps of Louisiana. I'll let him tell his story.
My name is James Mathis. I'm from Louisiana, from a little small town called Carlos. One day, my brother, me, and my friend were out in the swamp, and we were just goofing around in our boat, and we went ashore, and we found an alligator where his back of his spine was broken in half. So, that was on the edge of the water. Where the water edge was half a footprint. That was 3 times the size of a normal man's footprint. And this alligator with his broken spine is not very common because they're like one of the largest predators where I'm from. So something twice as large, twice as big, twice as strong killed this alligator. And the blood was still pooling out of the poor alligator when we passed it.
Wow.
So we decided to pack up and leave.
Yeah.
So we got back in our boat and we never went back to the area again. And that's it.
That's it. How big was this alligator?
This alligator was 8 feet long. It weighed anywhere between 300 to 400 pounds, easy.
Okay.
And it actually probably more than that because it just ate a meal. Because it was bloated.
Uh-huh.
Not being dead, though, from the amount of food they eat. So he had extra probably 50 pounds on him. So.
Wow.
So
And how do you know his back was broken?
Because his spine was protruding out the back of his scales. And he was actually in a U shape. Laying on the ground on his side.
On side?
On his side, which alligators don't lay on their sides.
Wow.
They stay on their bellies.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Now, how long ago was this?
This was a year and probably 6 months ago.
Okay, so it's pretty recent.
It's pretty recent, yes. Where I live, I'm 10 miles from anybody, so these creatures are in my backyard.
Okay, so what? That's my next question. What do you think did this?
I actually think it was a Yeti or Bigfoot. I actually do. That's the only thing that could explain what happened to this alligator because there's nothing out there that could do that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It would
Wow.
take it for something like that to happen. You have to put that alligator in a machine, with high torque, and So that's what I believe.
Cool. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate the minute, and there we go.
All right.
Hey, so what'd you think about James's story? I thought it was pretty interesting. I can't imagine coming across a crocodile or an alligator with his back snapped like that. I've watched swamp people and seen them wrestling some of these boogers. Even the 8-footers are nasty things. You need a 22 to kill it. But he found something that was killed by its bare hand. Well, apparently killed by bare hands. And a footprint beside it, and it was fresh. Did you hear that? That there was still blood pooling right next to it. That's pretty incredible. Now, there's a lot of stuff happening in Louisiana, and they're frankly all over the country. So again, if you have an encounter, let us know. Encounters at modernexplorer.me. Love to document your story, even if you haven't seen anything. But if you found something really curious in the woods, that's what actually is happening most of the time. But it builds a picture of where these things are at and what their habits are. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with them.